What's going on? Welcome to K.A.E Sports Talk, and we're gonna get right into this the PBA. And I know this is old news, but just wanted to cover this finally. Ginebra and Terrafirma trade Christian Stanhardinger, Stanley Pringle for Stephen Holt and Isaac Go, and he's going to be the common denominator. So let's go through this article right here. Now, fans have taken to social media to discuss the PBA trade between Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel, and the Terrafirma DYIP, which involves four players as well as a swap pick. So there you go, Christian Stan Hardinger, Stanley Pringle, the number one draft pick from last year, Stephen Holt, and Ateneo's Isaac Go. So let's look. The fireworks begin even before the PBA season 49 draft took place. So Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel pulled the trigger in perhaps the biggest trade deal in recent memory, sending two-time Best Player of the Conference awardee Christian Stan Hardinger and veteran point guard Stanley Pringle to the Terrafirma DYP in exchange for the rising star Stephen Hope and big man Isaac Go. So that's what happened, and there you go. And the stunning development also featured the Gin Kings acquiring the number three pick in the draft from DYIP, who got the 10th selection overall in return. And now many are debating, is this a fair trade? Interesting enough, all four players are the top picks of their respective draft classes. Pringle was the top overall pick in the 14th draft by the Global Port Bangtan Pier, now called Northport. He was traded to Barangay Ginebra in 2019, winning four titles with his team in his 5 year stay. And in the Philippines Cup, he averaged 9.3 points from a 43.5 shooting percentage, along with 2.6 rebounds, 1.7 assists, and 1.1 steals. Now, what Pringle now? Stan Hardinger was San Miguel Spearman's top overall selection in 17 and spent just one season before getting shipped to the Northport Bangtang Pier. So that pick belonged to the Kia Pincano, now called Terrafima, in exchange for Ronald Tubid, Jay Reyes, Rashawn McCarthy, and San Miguel's 19 first round pick, 2019 first round pick. Tubid is now the team manager of DYP. So Stan Hardinger then joined the Ginebra on a one-on-one trade with Greg Slaughter, where he won two titles, a Finals MVP and a Best Player of the Conference plum. Now, C. Stan also blossomed as one of the league's premier bigs and a legitimate scoring machine, dropping a career high 41 points in the last season of the Philippines Cup. So he averaged 21.3 from a 50.2 field goal shooting, 10.5 rebounds, 5 assists in the previous contest. And of course, one of his games, 41 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. So he later penned his farewell message to Ginebra, which also stating that getting traded as part of the game. Holt is the reigning top pick from the 23 draft and is bound to a second team already after a promising rookie year that saw him flourish into one of the rising stars of the league. The current rookie of the year frontrunner averaged 21.1 points, 51.1 field goal percentage, 8.2 rebounds, 6.3 assists, and in the Philippines Cup and led Terrafima to their first playoff appearance in 8 years. So that's Stephen Holt right there. And there is Go, the top pick for the Special Gilas Filipinas draft in 19. He overcame ACL injury suffered in 2022 to slowly bounce back in a big way. So the three-time UAP champion with the Ateneo Blue Eagles has one of the best seasons since turning pro, averaging 11.7 points from 42.4 field goal shooting, along with 7.1 rebounds in his previous conference. So, besides the trades involving four-player mentioned, he never also acquired the third pick of the draft, which will be held tomorrow, further adding youth talent in their squad, in their uh, talent Jaden rookie class since Terrafirma slipped to 10th selection of props in the process. So the latest move featuring quarter of top picks who won the trade. I say, well, they selected Ron J. Abarrientos, and that's good for Ginebra for the overall, the PBA. It really, I don't know. Is it a fair trade? That I don't know if it's that fair of a trade. We'll see, but and of course, with Pringle and Christian Standhardinger, they're actually up in ages too. So Stan Hardinger, I think is 35, but correct me if I'm wrong. But I actually liked Christian Hardinger on Ginebra. I didn't want them to trade him. Uh, and of course, Pringle, I didn't care either, but I, I still think we still have a winning team with them. But hey, we got younger. Well, Stephen Holt's like 32 or 33, and then Isaac Go's a youngster. So, it makes me wonder what this trade. And then they got younger with Ron J at the point, along with Scotty Thompson, and then Isaac Go, and then Stephen Holt, Maverick Amamisi. I mean, yeah, we look like the reigning champion, possible championship team for the first Governor's Cup. We'll have to see. But yeah, Ginebra's gotten much better. But I still think DYIP got good too. But we'll have to see how, without their, talent, Stephen Holt has to do with it, because Holt did a lot for that team. And, here's another thing. Here's another key factor. What is it? Hobby Gomez de Leono's no longer on Terrafirma. He's in Korea. So we'll have to see how this Governor Cups is going to come up starting August 18th. But this trade, as a PBA fan, I might not like it, but as a Ginebra fan, I love it. So there's two ways to look at it from the get go. So that's where we're at. And what do you guys think? Was this a fair trade? Was it not? You can explain in the comments anytime you want. So feel free. All right. So if any of you like any of this content, please give me the HKO special help the king out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. So wherever you are, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video.